everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Gloria, and this is Yoga with Gloria. And I see a lot of you older students that have been with me for a while and some new ones. So, hi, Margaret, Lily, Mel, you're back with your wife, and James, Suresh, and Daisy. I forgot Hyperactive 25 name, but welcome back. So today we are streaming from YouTube and Facebook and Periscope and Twitch. So wherever you're joining me from, welcome, and please say hello in the comments so I know that you are out there and where you're from if I don't know you, because it's always fun to know what the internet has drawn in. So please also like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions during class, you can type it in and I will get back to you, or my support will. So today's class is going to be concentrated on core, but it was voted to be a half and half class. So voting happens on Facebook. If you're not already, you can go to Yoga with Gloria at Facebook to join in on these discussions. But we voted on half and half slow flow, more gentle, and then half harder. So I'm happy to commit to giving you live stream yoga during the quarantine. But if you're like me and have had your income impacted by the coronavirus, please consider these live streams a gift from me to you. However, these live streams are not free to make. As you can tell by the quality maybe of this image, today it's a much better camera and the sound is much better than before. These all take, that's why it's not free. So if you are in a position to do so and would like to help me cover the costs of making these live streams to you guys, please consider supporting me on Patreon or PayPal. So there's several different levels you can choose from. I periodically post bonuses to those supporters, and there's a link with more information on how to support me in the video's description underneath. Also, thank you so much for those of you that have already supported me and enabled me to pay for some of the cost of the better image and sound quality. Thank you so much. All right, welcome Abigail, happy Easter. Hi, Tyler. All right, let's get started. So, Layla. All right, let's get started, and we'll have a nice, comfortable seated position. And we'll go ahead and close our eyes and just turn in. And just take a nice, deep, full breath down into our belly. As you inhale, just let your belly expand. As you exhale, let it relax down towards the spine. Inhale, nice deep full breath in the belly. Exhale, letting go of everything else going on in your outside world. And let's just be here for this hour that we've committed to doing this yoga class together, so we can make the most of it. Okay, 3 more deep breaths like this. Let's bring our hands in front of our hearts and drop our gaze and take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. And we'll seal that in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. Oh. right, open your eyes and we'll start with a couple shoulder rolls. Hi, Tracy from Philadelphia and Kimberly from Maryland. Thanks for joining. We're just shrugging the shoulders up, back and down, forward, up, back and down. One more time, forward, up, back and down. And we're just gonna take a stretch with take the left arm forward and just across, right under the collar, under your chin, across the collarbones. You can use your other arm and we're just gonna stretch it across. And then the other side. We'll take one twist here. So the left hand over the right knee. And then other side. Hi Sherry, Michael. Thanks for joining. Other side. So pressing into the back hand to lift up through the crown of your head and just find a gentle twist before we begin here. And release. We're going to get down into our backs now, a little core work. Let's come onto your backs first. And then we're going to take your arms out wide and we're just going to take your right knee over your left, like how lady sits. And then you're going to unwind and separate your legs as far as you can. The left over the right and then just sit like a lady, left leg on top. Open wide, sit with the right on top. And pull the belly button into the spine as you slowly begin to connect to your core. Draw the belly into the spine, and you can increase tempo if you like, or you can go nice and slow. So you want to try to get your feet to make nice big circles as wide as you can. 3, 2, all right, so legs are just bent like this, and you're just going to use your palms to press your legs away. Your neck is in line with your spine, and you're isometrically pressing against, actually, your thighs and your palms are resisting each other, and you're using your core muscles. So you have to be on the honor system for this. And then we're going to shoot your left leg straight. Your right arm comes over your head. And then you're going to come back to center. Shoot the right leg straight and the left arm over your head. So a little opposite arm, opposite leg. It's good for your brain function as well to do these opposite type of movements. So just warming up slowly in the core. 3. Try to scissor those inner thighs together as well. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. And last one. All right, draw the knees in. And then you're going to take your right knee over the left knee. Right knee over the left knee for eagle crunches. So the right knee is on top and the left elbow is on top. And then the easier way to do it is just bringing your knee up to tap the elbow. Just tap the elbow. And you can slow down the tempo if you need to. And if you want to make it harder, you're going to lift your head and shoulders and crunch in. Yes. Hello, Freddie and Dane. Welcome. We're getting down into the core here. Now let's do 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release. And then you're going to take your legs apart like this with your big toes touching. And then hands behind your head. Lift your chin. And then you're going to swivel your right knee up and your right elbow down. Hi May and Jawad and Debbie, welcome. And then the left elbow to the left knee, right elbow to the right knee, left to the left, right to the right, left to the left. So if this is too hard, you can keep your head down and only swivel your knees, or you can keep your feet down and lift your head and only go side to side. So, but if you do both, you get that core work that we all need right now. Let's do 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. All right. And now we're going to take your left knee over your right and the right elbow over the left for eagle crunches. Again, the easier way is just bringing the knees up to touch the elbows, or just up as much as you can, even if you can't touch the elbows. So just tapping like this, or you can make it harder, lifting your chin and chest and head and crunching all the way in and in. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. One more thing here, you're going to grab your ankles and have your balls of your feet touching with the knees out wide, hands behind your head, and then we're going to do lift your head, swivel, and we'll do a double tap for 10, 9, 8. Again, if you need a modification, just do the lower body or the upper body. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's take a little break here. Stretch your legs and arms all the way up. And then make circles with your ankles and wrists. Let's draw the right knee in. And we're going to twist all the way across. So twisting it across, and then just let the right palm come up. And you're finding some length. All right, back to center. Straighten the right leg and draw the left knee into your chest, and then you're going to turn, stack your pelvic bones one over the other, reach your left arm out, and then twist. And release. All right leg straight up. You can interlace. You can feel a little bit of your hamstring stretching here. Change the focus a little bit. So if you want to use a strap, you can, or you can just interlace your finger anywhere behind your leg. If you're less flexible, you're going to bend this left leg and you're going to do this. Otherwise, if you're able to straighten, then straighten, and then you scissor the inner thighs toward each other. And if you're able to grab your big toe with your peace fingers, you can do that. Or you can wrap a strap around the arch of your foot here. All right, so from here, if you have a strap around there, you just take it out. Otherwise, you can take your right elbow to the floor and just hold the palm up to catch your leg. So it's like that. If you're more flexible, of course, you can just grab your big toe and take it all the way out. So it's kind of like triangle on your back. You want to keep your hand here to avoid lifting this hip up too high. Okay. Try to anchor it down. Try to have your shoulder blades on the floor. And release. And other side. So you can start with a bent leg here. See how that feels for you. Straighten the left leg. You can straighten the leg, the right leg if you're able to. Scissor the inner thighs. Hello, Teresa from Virginia. Thanks for joining. So just relax. Your head and shoulders should be on the floor. And then just slowly begin to bring the leg in closer if you're able to. Oh, hi, Austin. Welcome to our core flow today. Go ahead and grab. Okay, so most of you will just bring your elbow to the floor and catch your leg as it comes out. If you're more flexible, grab your big toe and take it all the way out. So you can take your right hand on your hip. So you want to avoid rocking up too much. Okay, so try to keep the hip down, that right hip, and your shoulders should be down too. And extend it out. And back to center. And now you could bend the knee into your chest and you're going to rock onto the edge of your right foot and turn all the way over so the pelvic bones are stacked here. So you get a nice spinal twist here. And then reach your left arm out and straight up to the sky. Good. Pelvic bones are stacked. See if you can take that left hip bone and bring it down towards your right ankle. And release. All right, so right leg comes up. Hands behind your head. You're going to lift your head and shoulders. Draw the belly in, and we're just going to kind of swim our legs. Scissor the inner thighs like this. Let's do 10, 9, 8. If it's too hard, bring your head back down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And go ahead and grab behind your hamstrings, and you're just going to rock up and down, up and down. Let's just stop right here. Hands behind you, roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And maybe your head goes up. And then come on back. And maybe stamp your feet into the floor. Lift up for reverse tabletop. If that's too hard for you, you can come back down and do the first one we did. And then that's it for now. You're gonna cross your ankles and let's come on to all fours. So spread your fingers wide, index fingers facing forward, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And you're gonna look forward, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round your back, tuck your tailbone under. Drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round your back, tuck your tailbone under. And then pause and curl your toes under. And you're going to hover, lift your knees up and just hover, draw the belly in. Do 5 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And press back into a downward dog. So that triangle shape in your body. If you need to use a chair or a table, then you just go, or you can use your blocks, or you can just do this. Some people get dizzy with downward dog, so if you're like that, then don't do it. Just go to a table instead. Downward facing dog. Okay, let's make our feet wide here. And then we're going to take the right leg, the right hand, and see if you can reach to the left calf or the left ankle or the left heel. And just turn the gaze under your left underarm. And release. And then other side. Right. And then we're going to take your right leg forward and we're going to just drop the knee to the floor. So if your knee hurts, then you can pad it up with a blanket. Interlace your fingers and then you're going to bring your hips forward. Lifting up and also stretching a little hip flexors here, left side. Pressing down with that back knee, lifting up through the crown of your head. Good. So from here, you're going to take your left hand down and make an easy twist here. If you want to go deeper, you can just take the elbow and hook it over that knee. And namaste your hand. And release. Keep it gentle for now. Knees down, knees, chest, chin, or just come to your belly. Hands by your hips. Then we're going to come up for Shalabhasana, lifting shoulder blades together, arms off the floor. And legs up. And then come down. And do it again, lifting up. And come on down. And now you can do a Sphinx pose, forearms parallel to the sides of your mat, looking up. Or if you want to pop into a full cobra, you can take your hands, roll your shoulders back, and find your full cobra here. And then downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Let's bring it forward and just drop the right knee to the floor. So you're going to interlace your fingers here. You want to square the hips forward, so the left hip back, right hip forward. Interlace, and you'll bring your hips forward. You'll breathe deep into those right hip flexors. And then you'll either take your right arm down for an easy twist. You can use a block as well if you need that, or you can go for the elbow past your knee. So namaste your hands. See if you can touch your thumb to your heart, the heart to the thumbs. Just keep it a little more gentle for a few more minutes here. And release. Okay, now you're going to sit down. So you can take your right ankle over the left and dorsiflex it to feel a nice piriformis stretch on the outside of the right side here. If this hurts your shoulder or it's not comfortable for you, you can either come down for a regular pigeon like this, or you can lay on your back and do the figure four. So the right ankle over the left knee, interlacing right behind the hamstring or in front of the shin for a deeper stretch. So you can choose which one you want. We're winding down the first half of the class, the gentle flow. Go ahead and release and drop your foot to the left. And you can push your knee away. And then release. Left ankle over right. Interlace behind or in front of your shin. Feel that piriformis stretching. Release your hands. Keep the shape of your legs as you drop it over to the right, and then grab your ankle and stretch your left arm out. So you can press your knee away. Or not. It's up to you. And release. And Baddha Konasana. So that's about half of the class right there. So if you just wanted the slow flow, then that was it. If you think you can stay, you can please try to stay, and we're going to work up a little bit more heat, go a little bit more intense. So starting now. Thanks for joining if you have to leave, but all right, here we go. all fours. Gonna seem easy at first. Left leg out, right arm up. And then right leg out, left arm up. And to make it harder, you can come into plank pose. And then left leg up, right arm up. And then right leg up, left arm up. And then one more time, left leg, right arm. And right leg, left arm. And lower down to your belly. Come on to off, come on to your forearms here. So you're gonna curl your toes under for 8-point plank. And then you're gonna press down with the elbows, round up, lift up your ribs, look between your forearms, press down with the elbows, lift your pubic bone off the floor, lift your thighs off the floor, keep your knees down, and then isometrically drag your knees up towards your elbows and the elbows down towards the knees. So this one looks easy, but it's actually really hard. So if you're shaking, you're doing good. If you're not shaking, you really have to use more effort. So maybe really press down with the elbows, lift up between your shoulder blades, and let it shake. 3 more breaths, 2 more breaths. Last one, come on down. Side to side shimmy. Curl the toes, downward dog. Feet together, right leg lifts, bend it and stack it. Open your hips. Or you could flip your dog. Come onto the edge of your left foot, the ball of your right foot. Lift your hips up. Maybe find a mudra. And then flip it back. And right leg comes forward. Come on up for crescents. High lunge. This is the half hard class, so we're going to go a little more intense here, building more heat. So feet are back heel is lifted, and you're going to drop the knee towards the floor, but keep your chest lifted, and then up and drop and up. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6. Keep scissoring those inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down to a high lunge, and then step it back, lower to chaturanga or to your belly. Let's find a cobra, up dog, and curl the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, out the mouth. Left leg lifts, bend it and stack it. Open your hips. You can stay here if you'd like, or flip your dog. Come on to the edge of your right foot, the ball of your left foot. Lift your hips. And come on back. Left leg comes forward. High lunge, come on up. All right, here we go. Building more heat. Drop that back knee almost to the floor or to the floor. And up for 10. And 9. Give me 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly bend the front knee. Hands to the floor, high lunge. And jump switch, jump switch, jump switch, jump switch, and just step it back. Come onto your knees, and then you're gonna rock on over to your forearm. So my right forearm is down, parallel to the top of your mat, bending my knees. The knees come about middle of my forearm. Knees are stacked, pressing down, lifting up. Lift up your hips as high as you can and feel those obliques working. So Bean, hello, welcome. Is your whole family with you? Lifting up, see if you can feel the obliques. You can stay here or you can reach down and tap the underside of your ribs and coming up and reach and up and reach and up and up and up. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hold it here. Maybe do a big star and lower down and roll on to the other side. Left forearm down, stack your knees, press down with the elbows, lift up. So you want to lift up really high and you want to feel those obliques turning on. And maybe you look down and tap back here and come up and up. Let's do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one here. Pressing down with the elbow, maybe doing a big star. Kind of like Vashisthasana on your forearm. And release and come to your belly. All right. Hands by your chest and come on up. Roll your shoulders back. And release, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, bring it forward, spin the back heel down, warrior 1. Left elbow over right, eagle arms. Stay here, lift your elbows, or if you're able to root down through your feet and find a thoracic opening in the upper body. And release, let's bring your elbows in, lift the back heel, find a warrior 3 with the legs, or maybe swim the arms out. Hands to the floor, standing splits. You can stay here or take your right hand behind your standing leg. Try to straighten the leg as you press in and squeeze your left glute, forehead towards your shin. And release, you're going to bring that back knee behind you. Come on down, lift and lengthen. Squeeze your shoulder blades and then twist over to the right. And release, come on back. You can stay here, you can lift your heels off the floor, or you can have them parallelish. Tailbone hurts. Sit on a blanket like this. Or you can just do egg like this. Some of you can reach your feet all the way up or hold it. Up to you how you want to do this. I just need your chest lifted, squeezing your inner thighs together, and release. You're going to pop back to downward dog. Feet together, left leg lifts. And you're going to bring it forward. Spin your back heel down, warrior one, come on up. Right elbow over left, eagle arms. Lift the elbows, hands away from the face. Maybe find a back bend. Coming forward, you can find warrior 3 legs with eagle arms, or you can float it out to the side or forward. Hands to the floor. Bend your standing leg. Left hand behind your calf. Press into the calf as you straighten the leg. Forehead towards your shin. Squeeze your right glutes to get a little deeper in your standing splits. And don't worry, most people looks like this. Standing like 90-degree angle instead. Take your knee over to the left for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Hands behind you. Try to flatten this foot into the floor. Lift your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades, and twist. So you can just hug the knee in, or you can bring your elbow past the knee. Super straight spine. Both sitting bones are on the floor. And you want to turn and look over your left shoulder if you can. All right. And release. Come on down. Hands behind your head. Just a straight, quick 10 bicycles. So 10, nice and slow. 9, 8, 7, 6. This is for all the Easter chocolate we're eating. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Roll up. And then we're going to take your right leg forward and step back. So you're in a warrior. Let's do warrior 1 leg. And you're just folding over into that hamstring. So if you need to, you're up against a chair or something. And we're going to fold and feel those hamstrings opening up. If you want to pulse. Hi, Freddie from the Caribbean. Welcome. I love to see that. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to try to go into a peak pose called Vashisthasana. Not everyone can do this, so be careful. So you're going to lift the back heel, come onto the edge of your foot. I'll show you the full pose first. Grab your big toe here and just come on up. That's the hard one. So you can modify by coming onto the edges of your feet and just doing this. Or you can modify any kind of way like this. Or you can come back to your forearm and do this. Okay? All right. And then we're going to pop back up and do the other side. So the left leg comes up and bring it forward. And we're going to spin the back heel down and straighten the front leg to get into the hamstrings on the left side. So we're folding forward, bowing down, feeling our hamstring. Let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6. And 1. Again, from here, you can either just come to your knees and do this kind of side plank. Be careful if you have a bad shoulder, so just skip this if you have a bad shoulder, or you can just do this, big star, or if you can catch your big toe and lift it up, or flashy stuff. 1, and release. And come on down, and rest. Take a child's pose or a puppy pose. So melting your heart into the floor, if you can. And then you're going to clasp your hands here, and you're going to come into dolphin. So just like downward dog on your forearms. So try not to let your head touch the floor, really open in your shoulders. And then some dolphin push-ups, just coming forward, a little more core work. Forward. How are you guys, how's your core doing out there? Are you guys getting warm? So you might only do 2 of these, or maybe you can do a little more. This helps to stabilize and strengthen that shoulder. So we'll drop down. Come on to all fours. And we're just going to stretch the shoulder like down and up. With straight arms, you're just going to drop and then lift up between the shoulder blades, and then drop your heart forward, lift up, drop, lift up, and drop, and lift up. All right. Oh, hi Angela from Jamaica. Let's come into downward dog and feet together, right leg lifts, and we're going to bring your right leg forward. Come on up, and we're going to take our hands together, our fingertips to touch, and we're going to twist to the right and then back, to the right and back, to the right and back. Let's do 3 more. 2 more, and last one. And then you're going to take your hands around you and just turn over to your right. Come down a little deeper, and maybe you can hook your elbow past your knee. Get down a little deeper, lift up, maybe open the arms, and then release. And then step it back. Left leg comes forward. Come on up for crescent pose. Tyler's core is sore. Good. That's mean it's doing its job. You're doing a great job, Tyler. I hope you guys are gonna feel this tomorrow. So fingertips together, lengthen up through the crown of your head, and twist. And twist. And let's do 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Come down deeper if you can. Hold it here, or you can take elbow past your knee for a deeper twist. Maybe open the arm. And release. And come on down. All right, let's bring our right leg forward for lizard heel. Actually, let's do this. So we're in a plank position. We're gonna step our left heel in, right foot out, and then back. The left foot just on the outside of the left wrist. You can pop back into downward dog in between. We'll just do a few of these. And then you guys can tell me if you like the slower half better, or if you like it better, more intense, like the second half. And help me determine, what type of classes would serve you better. Let's do one more, or we're going to slow it down now. Let's take your right leg forward, heel in, toe out for lizard. And just breathe here. So lizard, foot flat on the floor at first. You can take your arms wide and bring your chest towards the floor like you're doing a push-up. And then you can heel toe your foot a little toward the center. Lift your front toes and then rock onto the edge of your right foot. So rocking onto the edge of your right foot, you can stay here, or you can bring elbows to a block, like this. Or if you're more flexible, just bring elbows down and just really feel into that stretch. Try not to dump in your neck, so neck in line with your spine if you can. And really press down with the elbows. All right, left hand comes down and you're going to turn towards your right knee. You can stay here, or you can reach back and maybe catch your leg, your foot, and pull it in for a bonus quad stretch. And release. And then other side. You're going to bring your left leg forward. Lift the back knee. And then just come into lizard with the flat foot at first. Elbows can come wide. And just notice how far, lift your back knee and notice how far down you can go into like a push-up position. And then you can bring your knee down, and you can wiggle in a little, lift your toes, and then let your knee fall out to the side. You can bring forearms to a block or to the floor. And then right forearm down, turn towards your bent knee. Reach back and bend the back leg. Even if you can't catch it, it's good. So just try to bring it as close as you can towards your foot. Of course, if you can catch it, pull it in. Feel a nice stretch. it in. Come onto your backs. And you can do a bridge pose, lifting up. Interlace your fingers, walk your shoulders together, bring your feet together. You can stay here, and I'm going to have you do lifting the leg up. Or if you have a back bend practice, of course, do that. So you guys will stay in bridge if you don't have a back bend practice. Otherwise, those that do, you know who you are. You're going to come onto full back bend. And then all of us will bring our feet closer together. Lift your right leg up and straighten it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come on down. Okay, and release. All right. Windshield wipe your knees side to side. So Lily likes the mix of positions. Thank you for the feedback. Side to side. Side to side. And we'll take Gomukhasana legs, right knee over left. You can pull it in. Or you can take your hands to the outside of your ankles and pull it in towards your chest. So a deeper stretch. And drop. Foot to the left. And press your knee away. And look over to the right. And release. And then other side. Eagle legs. You can stay here, or you can hug it in deeper, walking your hands down your ankles, bringing the knees in towards your chest. And slowly dropping your foot over, extending the left palm up. And you can stay here, or you can press that knee away. Oh, and we're going to come on up to finish off. If you have an inversion practice, or if you want to stay in Shavasana longer, go for it. Otherwise, we're going to close out our session now. As we close our eyes and take just 3 deep breaths, noticing how we feel in our body after our half and half core class today. See if you can feel that heat within your body. Taking the hands out to the side and turning the palms up, and we're going to inhale all of the nourishing universal chi into our palms, and then press it into our heart center and smile and feel blessed. And with gratitude for our practice here together, let's offer 1 Om to seal it in, inhaling deeply. Oh, Namaste. Thank you so much for all of you that joined and took time out from today. Thank you, everyone. Please subscribe to my channel and like and share the video. Share my channel, and please comment under the video. Tell me if you like the class or any. I'm experimenting with formats, so I'd love to hear your inputs. And again, I live stream every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific. Please join me again, and please consider sponsoring me on Patreon or PayPal. Information down below. Thank you again. Goodbye.